WIBTA for not showing up to my father's 40th birthday. Names changed for obvious reasons. My 19F father, 39M, is turning 40 next month. My mother, 38F, and father have been divorced for 5 years. I have 2 full-blooded siblings, Janice, 10F, and Phil, 18M, along with a stepbrother, Isaac, 12M, and a half-brother, Henry, 6M. I may have the ages wrong for my stepbrother and half-brother, but that is because I have not seen them since I was 16. But that is beside the point. Needless to say, the reasons for divorce were messy. My father had an affair with my mother's friend Maura, 38F, from high school, and wanted to have an open relationship. My mother, who is Christian, said absolutely not, and my father dropped the divorce on her. My mother got 75% custody over us and moved out of the house that my father rented. She moved in with my grandmother, who is a rock star for taking in me and my siblings. Due to my mother's medical condition, she is unable to work or drive, so she had been a stay-at-home mom since I was born. My father was the one who provided for our family financially, with his job as a member in the army. My father married Maura about a year or 2 after the divorce. She had his child a year into dating, and after he had introduced us to her. There was some drama with Maura and my mother. Just for example, her and her sister threw eggs at my grandmother's house. I know because I was there when it happened and watched her do this. She fought my mother outside the school parking lot for my conference. She lost, by the way, and called my mother unfit and lazy despite knowing her medical history. I know this because she and I had followed each other on her Facebook. My father never stood up for my mother in this time and stood by what his new wife was saying and doing. He spent less time with me and my siblings and more time with her child and my half-brother. I want to note that my 2 full-blooded siblings, Janice and Phil, are on the spectrum and have autism. My half-sibling and stepbrother do not. It is blatantly obvious that my father favors them because they are normal and easier to deal with. These are quotes from his mouth, by the way. He missed very important moments in my life. I want to be an actress, and I had landed a gig at a theater in my state that is fairly well known when I was 16. I invited everyone to come see me and everyone came except for my father. His reasoning was because it was too far to a drive, and that gas was expensive. My great-grandfather, who is well into his 80s, made a point to come. He lives only 30 minutes from my father, and has a similar financial situation to him, and he made sure he could see me, so I see my father's excuse as complete nonsense. There are other things my father has done to me and my family, but if I were to list everything, I would run out of room. So, should I show up to my father's big 40th birthday when he has missed major milestones in my life, and after everything he has done to me and my family? Hey, quick reminder, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Verdict: not the asshole comment. NTA. The only reason he would want you there is to feel better about himself and his botched relationships with you and your mother and full-blooded siblings. OP. Yeah, I've noticed the only time he seems to want to spend time with me is at events where the rest of the extended family are around. Comment: NTA. Why put the effort in for someone who hasn't for you? He sounds like a jerk, and you'd be better off to cut ties if he treats you and your siblings badly. OP, I pretty much have cut off all ties with him. The only time I see him is when he comes to pick up my brother and sister. But even then, it's only for 10 minutes. Update: 6 months later, November 28th, 2023. So, I'm 20F. Sure, everyone is wondering if I ended up going to my father's 40th birthday party, and no, I did not. But I did go to his place for Thanksgiving. Even after everything he did in my last post, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to try to have a relationship with him and be open-minded. A full 7 days at his house trying to be open and talk and hang out with him and my stepbrother, 13, and half-brother, 7, and stepmother, 39. But I shouldn't be surprised that I got nothing from them. All my stepbrother and half-brother wanted to do was sit in their room playing video games all day. I love video games and offered to join them, but they told me they were already playing, didn't have enough controllers, etc. They gave every excuse in the book, so I didn't play with them. It was worse when my little sister, 10, with autism, wanted to play, and my stepmother told her it's the boys' room and to leave them alone. I talked with my stepmother a few times about girl things and life, like how my college life was going, what my favorite TV show was at the moment, and other things like that. But of course the topic somehow switched to the divorce, and her complaining about my father's payment for child support. Then she started bad-mouthing my grandmother, 59, and mother, 39. After that, I was done with her, and I'm sure everyone is wondering how it went with my father. It didn't. Not even a little bit of a conversation that carried on for a minute. He came into my room once or twice and just said, "Hey," or "How are you?" and then went back to his room to be on his phone. And believe me, I tried to make it last longer and actually talk to him, but he refused to get off the damn phone and talk to his oldest daughter. So, once I was back home after that horrible Thanksgiving, I cried into my mother's arms. I cried and cried the whole day that I got back. I wanted a relationship with my father. I wanted to try, despite everything he's ever done to me. And now I see that no matter what, that he doesn't care about me. So, I am done caring about him. He doesn't get any more second chances, and I am completely cutting him off from my life. Relevant comments. Comment, it will get easier as he slowly fades from your memory. Don't forget, you deserved a better father, and one day you can build a family of your own and give your own kids the world that you were denied. It can be very cathartic, but you deserved better growing up and deserve better now. He failed you, and you have done the mature and wise option here. You gave him one last shot so you wouldn't have any regrets, and you shouldn't. Please thank your mom for being the type of mom that you could sob to. I'm sure it was devastating for her to see you're so torn up as well. Bless you both. OP. I tell her thank you every day. She's the reason I do what I do, and the reason I'm the person I am today. I love her very, very much. We have come to the end of our story. Subscribe and like the video so as not to miss the videos that we will upload in the future. Tell me what do you think about this story in the comments. I'll see you in the next story.